Hello, welcome to Azure Application Gateway. In this session, we will talk about what is Azure Application Gateway and what are Application Gateway features and pricing plan for Azure Application Gateway. And then I'll show you how to create Application Gateway using Azure Portal. What is Azure Application Gateway? Azure Application Gateway is a web traffic load balancer that enables you to manage traffic to your web application. Application Gateway can make routing decisions based on additional attributes of an HTTP request. For example, URI path or host headers. For example, you can route traffic based on the incoming URL. If you have images and videos, if images is in the incoming URL, you can route traffic to a specific set of servers configured for images. If video is in the URL, that traffic is routed to another pool that's optimized for videos. You can see in this diagram. Application Gateway is integrated with several Azure services. Azure Traffic Manager supports multiple region redirection, automatic failover, and zero downtime maintenance. Azure Monitor and Azure Security Center provide centralized monitoring and alerting and an application health dashboard. Azure Application Gateway features. Application Gateway includes some features that includes auto scaling, zone redundancy, web application firewall, multiple site hosting, redirection, connection draining, custom error pages, rewrite HTTP headers, and sizing. Let's talk about Application Gateway pricing. There is no upfront cost, no termination fees, and you pay only for what you need. And it is minute billing, per minute billing. We will log into Azure Portal. I will show you how to create an application gateway using Azure Portal. I'm logging into Azure Portal now. I'm in the Azure Portal now. I'll just go to Home and go to Search option. Now I'll just type Application Gateway. So we are in the Application Gateway window. Click on this Add Application Gateway, New Application Gateway. So now we are in Create Application Gateway window. So let's pick a subscription. Then I'll create a resource group. I'll just give a name. Application Gateway Resource Group. And we need to give a name. Just give a name, Application Gateway name. I'll just say my Application Gateway. Then region, let's go and pick East US. Enable auto scaling, yes. Minimum scale units 2 and maximum scale units 4. You can give how many units you want, and availability zone none. And configure virtual network. For Azure to communicate between the resources that you create, it needs a virtual network. You can either create a new virtual network or use an existing one. In this scenario, we don't have any existing virtual network. So I will create a new virtual network. So I will give a name VNet1. Then let's just add address range. I just added these 10.21.0.0/16. About 65K addresses it accepts. Let's add subnet. It accepts up to 256. I'll just say this my subnet. Then next one, we need one for backend. Backend subnet. Let's just give an address. Now let's just add this. Now we have the virtual network VNet1 ready, and then subnet my backend subnet. Let's go to next tab, front ends. We can configure the front end IP to be public or private as per our case. In this example, we will choose a public front end IP. Let's create a new public IP address. I'll just say my public IP. Let's go to next tab, backend. Let's click on add a backend pool. The backend pool is used to route requests to the backend servers that serve the request. Backend pools can be composed of NICs, virtual machine scale sets, public IPs, internal IPs, fully qualified domain names, and multi-tenant backends like Azure App Service. In this example, we will create an empty backend pool with our application gateway and then add backend targets to the backend pool. I'll just say application gateway backend. Add backend pool without targets, yes. Then go to next one, configuration. So we have front end public IP already and backend which is created. And we will add backend target to the backend pool next. Let's add a routing rule. Let's say rule name 1. Then listener name, I'll just say listener 1. And front end IP, we already have this public IP. Then public protocol, let's just keep it HTTP port 80. And let's go to next one, backend targets. Let's add HTTP settings. I'll just say HTTP settings and disable request timeout seconds just keep it 20. Then add, then backend target, just add this backend one, application gateway backend that we just created. Add it. Let's go to next, tags, and then review, create. Here we can see it, region East US, and application gateway name, my application gateway. Enable auto scaling, enable minimum scale units to maximum scale units for, and we didn't pick any availability zone. And we created a virtual network, VNet1, we added the subnet, the backend subnet with this address space, and then we created my public IP. This is a public IP address. Let's create this application gateway. Deployment in progress. Our deployment is still in progress. So let's go to home and then check the resource groups. We created this application gateway under this application gateway resource group. Let's click on application gateway resource group. And in the overview, we can see my application gateway, the type application gateway is created, and my public IP address is the public IP address, and virtual network VNet1 all created. And this is how you create application gateway using Azure portal. If you want to check if application gateway is created successfully or not, you can create 2 virtual machines, or you can create 2 virtual machines, or you can use existing virtual machines to be, you can add them to backend servers and install IIS on the virtual machines to verify that the application gateway was created successfully or not. So I will show this in a next session. If you want to see, like, if this created successfully or not, but here we can see that this application gateway is ready. If you have any questions on Azure Application Gateway, you can post in the comment section. Thank you.